what you did.
Well, I guess they have like
I'm
a contract.
sorry about what I did.
Like, you could
Just
record
please
these
come on.
type of videos, like a white one, but you can record straight, just post them.
This
Oh.
is Joseph Paul DeWise, and his deteriorating relationship with his wife, Lauren, is slowly ruining his life.
I'm driving and I'm crying. I don't want to go without you.
What the fuck would you do with this? Would you cry?
Wait, what happened?
I don't know. He's crying for his woman.
Oh.
I can't do that shit. I'm real. I told her to say it like fuck. If it were to happen like that, I'm fucking done, bro.
Wait, what the fuck happened?
He was just crying for his girl.
What the fuck happened to her?
Well, the
She dead or
title was that he killed her.
Oh, fuck.
So, but he's crying before he kills her. What the fuck?
Oh, if I just crashed out then.
She must have seen it bad.
I will do better. I promise.
Wait, sorry.
Over the
Why would you
years,
apologize?
Lauren had lost her feelings for Paul, but Paul's love for her had only grown stronger. And to cope with slowly losing the love of his life, Paul turned to drinking, sending his mental state into a downward spiral. His love
Think he's fucking up even more by drinking.
For sure. Messing
want-
up his mental health, his physical health. It's even worse.
They ain't gonna help out. Your wife already lost some love for you and shit. How can? Oh, I'm this way. Oh, buddy.
What's it?
Okay.
Oh, there
for
we go.
Lauren would turn into hatred.
And all of a sudden, you're like,
could send it
oh,
back.
I'm just an innocent victim now.
Just leave me.
Why don't you attack me in front of the camera?
Just leave
Why don't you talk to me like you did a minute ago?
And that's what this is about. And I'm angry. And it's hard for me to live with.
Paul could only bear the pain for so long. His complex
Wait, but why
emotions
was he
turned
crying?
into obsession, leading him to stalk Lauren, where he soon discovered she was going on dates with other men. Eventually, enough was enough.
Good night, Lauren.
What would you do?
Wait, so he left her and then she started going on dates?
But he was stalking, and it was multiple men, bruh.
Shit, it's not my
Like
problem no more.
I get if it was just one.
Nah, hell no.
But this,
Wait, no. If
this bitch was a fucking.
if the relationship's over, she can do whatever the fuck she wants, you know? That's not...
But multiple men, and especially if she has the kids, bro. Fuck.
Oh, that's different for sure.
Hell no. Like I'm taking the kids.
No, for sure.
You could go do what you want to do. Because if you were trying to hunt down multiple fucking men,
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
that means you've been thinking about leaving for the longest, bro. Because it shouldn't be that fucking hard for you.
That's how
It shouldn't
women
be
are
that
too.
easy. It shouldn't be that easy.
Yeah.
For a dude, maybe. Fuck it. I haven't done this shit. But for a woman, though, they have a... It's supposed to be an intimate connection
For girls?
for girls. So it's like, damn, this bitch loves everybody.
Nah, that's what I've heard too. That's crazy.
Unless she has an itch that hasn't been scratched.
Right. But if you've been dating, then it's supposed to be.
But fuck, I don't know. So it trips me out. Fuck. When people get married too early, unless it was, okay, you guys been through a whole bunch of shit,
Yeah.
fuck it. But if you already invested so much time, like this fool, why couldn't this bitch let him know the situation sooner? Why after 2 fucking kids? It would have just been gone.
Lauren, I hope you sleep well.
On the night of January 7th, 2018, Lauren
shit.
DeWise would be found dead in her bedroom. It was confirmed that Paul was responsible.
I live at 1308. It's the next door neighbor. She just came over in hysterics and says somebody shot her roommate.
What makes this case specifically so
fuck,
interesting
that roommate?
is that Paul recorded his entire mental downfall, from the start of his issues with Lauren all the way to the tragic end. For the past 6 months, I've worked with a handful of police stations, district attorneys, and news networks to gather the entire recorded life of Joseph Paul DeWise. This is his full story.
I ain't gonna lie, that fool looks kind of feminine. Feminine.
I don't know. I feel like if you record yourself like crying and shit, I feel like that kind of psychopathic. It's kind of weird.
Like yourself while crying?
Like if you're actually crying and shit, kind of weird. Don't you think?
Yeah, I find it weird just by crying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
like
yeah,
an
that's kinda
extra
weird.
Stab, like you want proof that you were crying?
Yeah, like
But yeah, true.
what are you trying to prove or you trying to do?
You're wanting her back, but you're wanting to kill her. I wouldn't. Fucking. Come on. Okay, cool. Oh, I could just keep on hitting record and shit. Oh my god. Shout out the messages.
You're gonna upload this, right?
Huh?
You're gonna upload it?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
I'm gonna edit everything.
This was a letter to Lauren, written by Paul on July 24th, 2017. It indicates the first real sign of Paul and Lauren's relationship problems, but also Paul's dark tendency of self-hatred.
I have no excuse for what happened last night. I am a very bad person for you right now. I hate myself. I do not deserve you. I have no reason to be loved by you or the kids. I ruined everything. You deserve someone way better than me.
Paul wrote this letter just hours after a heated argument with Lauren, where he lost his temper and screamed at her, all in front of their 3 children. This was likely one of many arguments that took place in the home, because after this incident, Lauren would leave their home, stating, "I'll only return for the kids." Looking at the letter, it's clear that Paul felt immense guilt
David?
for screaming in front of his children, perhaps even more than most would.
No confession, but hypothetical. Or what's that one shit called?
Like this other way.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't write everything fucking down. I'm gonna be real.
Or record. Yeah. No.
There's a very good reason for that. In his journal, Paul would often write about growing up in an abusive household. In one entry, he described walking in on his father screaming and choking his mother, her face turning purple from the strangulation. Perhaps Paul felt he had followed in his father's footsteps by becoming aggressive towards Lauren in front of their children.
He was just probably just a freaky dude.
His father? Or what?
Yeah, like probably just caught them doing it.
Right, and nothing bad was happening.
He was just too young and he assumed that I was beating the wife up or some shit. Man, people be kinky as fuck now. I'm gonna be real.
Day after your death turns them on and shit.
Dude, like fucking crazy.
The way they talk.
Open conversations mid-restaurant or whatever.
Oh, like hearing them and shit?
Yes, I'm like, what the fuck? That's just crazy.
No,
It's no more privacy, intimacy and shit.
there you go.
Something that likely embarrassed him. But instead of apologizing for his outburst, he chose a different path. He would
Well, if
begin
he hurt the
manipulating
kids, I'm
his
gonna be
children,
mad.
convincing them that he had done nothing wrong, even going as far as recording these statements to show Lauren later on.
So how do you feel about what happened with Lauren?
I'm angry and sad, and I don't know.
I'm upset. I'm mad. I don't understand. It's overwhelming. The only damage that I feel that has been done by is honestly
Wait,
Lauren. I mean,
putting the kids on his
everything
side?
was fine until she decided
he's
that
trying to
she
do, yeah.
wanted to do what she did.
Was it my fault? Was I a bad husband to Lauren?
This motherfucker's building the court case.
It's just gonna be me.
This was 175
You
days
doing
before?
that.
That's crazy.
Why?
I wouldn't do that type of shit.
Yeah.
Nah, specially record.
Lauren
Make
had
more
moved
obvious.
out of the house, and Paul's attempts at
Like, honestly, for
manipulation
me, it's
only
like,
pushed her further
you know how,
away.
like,
In turn,
we're
his
mainly
abandonment
with
issues worsened,
for
spiraling
real,
into
just mainly with her
paranoia
mom?
over the
Yeah.
thought of Lauren falling in love with someone
wouldn't wanna
else.
take
There are numerous
custody
examples of
like
Paul's
that.
paranoia, but certain examples are
Honestly, I feel
particularly
like my mom
notable.
is better
One
for
thing Paul would consistently do over these years
though I'm a
was
bad
send relentless barrages of text messages. They would usually start out in a calm, collected way.
I
don't
respected
like it when-
you, and so did the community. Now you are...
I don't like it when kids hate their mom. I rather want them to hate the dad.
Yeah, kind of fucked up.
Yeah. The dad could always just like, the mom is like, it's like situation like,
No,
not, I don't know. I feel like your child, like you're a mom and your child, like, I fucking hate you. It's hard for a mom to win the kid back. Like dad is like, okay, could be aggressive and you know, shit.
right. No, yeah.
Okay, you hate me, but at least I'm fucking putting you on the right track.
Right.
But for the mom, it's like more emotional.
No, for sure.
They're trying to fucking take them to the
someone
correct path and
else.
shit.
You aren't building love in the family anymore. Mostly insecurity and frustration and sadness.
But would quickly spiral into unintelligible rants of self-hatred and aggressive act.
Oh my god, like I just won $60,000 from my car crash.
I thought she died.
I don't know if you could see it, but
that her?
it's called Case Connect Compensation Calculator. It's for $60,000, and I'm about to go cash it in.
Of accusations.
Bitch fucking
Now
spend it
I am
within, like,
depressed
2 weeks.
again. How can you not care? How can you make me deal with this by myself? Why won't you save us? I'm sick again, and my counselor had to cancel. I am a pathetic piece of crap now.
Bro, she hasn't responded? Oh my god.
Oh,
I am
man.
completely alone. My life is ruined. My money is gone. My body is broken. My wife doesn't care about me except to hurt me. You are abusive. I'm crazy now. Great job.
Always ending with some type of accusatory comment, likely to make Lauren feel guilt over not being there for him. Another thing he would regularly do was contact people in Lauren's life. One notable example would be towards Lauren's female co-worker, who Paul suspected to be bisexual.
Yeah, like, what are you doing, bro?
Stay away from my wife. You are not a good influence
Now
for
you're just
her.
bugging.
And she's acting
One
like
good
a single
final
woman. I don't
thing
not
and
trust you as I reach
let
out
them
to
do
you.
that.
And you're
Time pass.
family-oriented friends, not friends
I'm
that
winning if you keep
married
responding.
people.
I know you're thinking of me.
Paul's messages to Lauren and her friends continued for months, growing increasingly emotional over time. But Lauren would rarely respond. Reading his diaries, it's clear this deeply upset Paul. He felt like he was losing the woman he loved. Desperate for a reaction, he soon turned to sending her videos instead, hoping that would finally grab her attention.
I don't care what you did. I'm sorry about what I did. Just please come home. I don't want to restrict this by myself. And I love you. Please. Just fucking please. I work 2 jobs. I will do anything. I won't be here. I'll be working all the time. Just come home, please.
Text her all day.
Please come home. I'm sorry. I was so angry.
Homie, if you got the house,
I have a new perspective now.
And the kids.
Paul's emotional swings indicate a deep fear of abandonment, likely stemming from his childhood. With Lauren, he was angry and controlling. Without her, he was desperate and self-pitying. When she responded, it would briefly ease his distress, but unfortunately for Paul, Lauren would stop responding altogether.
Especially if you're drunk and shit.
On November 14th, Paul's worst fears of abandonment would come true. He would discover clues that Lauren had started going out again. And later that same week, he signed up for VSync GPS tracking services and registered her phone to the system.
Damn, where you
Paul
get that at?
would start stalking her. He would take pictures of Lauren and the various bars she would go to and store them front her with later.
That looks like a GoPro.
But on November 14th, things took a dark turn.
That's the one you've been wanting to.
While stalking her, Paul discovered Lauren in her car with a co-worker named Kevin making out. It seemed to confirm his deep fear of being abandoned as he stood there watching it all unfold. Kevin would eventually leave the vehicle, allowing Paul to rush in and let Lauren know he saw everything that just happened.
He was a bitch. He let them do their business, and then he went to confront. This motherfucker was turned on. I'm gonna be real. Or he was afraid. Oh man, the guy looks a little bit bigger than
That's
me.
crazy, man.
He should have confronted moment of.
Yeah, or before.
Right there. As soon as the motherfucker hops in the car, who the fuck is this?
Yeah.
The fuck?
But I don't know, I guess.
Who waited, bro?
They're divorced already.
But why do you
But why is he being weird, though? It's crazy.
If you felt a certain way, he should have let that certain way show for it. After the bitch is already tired to argue. So I'm tired. Whatever. What the fuck this fool's name is? I was gonna say Paul, bro. He looked like a fucking Paul.
Pull out his phone to record,
Paul.
but would only capture a few seconds.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
Accident's crazy.
Paul would go on to take Lauren's phone, texting Kevin an array of angry messages. How
He just fell on top of me.
My car was open.
My legs were up in the air too,
Yeah,
Paul.
that's crazy.
I'm sorry. It was all an accident.
However, eventually, Lauren would escape the situation. Approximately 22 hours after this had taken place, Paul would find Lauren with a different man, Brian. The two were simply co-workers, but Paul wasn't going to take any chances. So again, he would go up to the car, this time confronting the man instead of Lauren. This man had absolutely no intimate relationship with Lauren, so he retaliated against these claims, even punching Paul in the face.
Oh shit. Damn, Paul got his ass beat. Wait, who's
Another good-looking man.
Paul was furious. However, instead of begging Lauren
Wait,
to
he
get
said
back
you're a
together,
good-looking
he would
man?
ask her to grab her final belongings from the house and never come back.
He's barely doing that.
This was a sharp distinction from the previous weeks and even months. It seemed like Paul's ongoing desperation for Lauren had bizarrely turned into hatred. Lauren would oblige and go on to take her items from the house, but Paul wouldn't stop there. The next morning, he would take to Facebook, making a public post stating,
Has anyone in Bozeman not kissed my wife? Last night I caught Lauren making out with this man in her car outside of a bar. She is the best liar I have ever known.
Paul had turned to retaliation, and his video recordings made that clear.
Yes, I've been drinking. I'm having beer, but I'm not wasted. I'm very upset. I put up with this shit for years. I didn't realize it because I was blind. And that's what this is about. And I'm angry. And my children are angry. My baby's angry. And it's hard for me to live with.
What's more embarrassing?
It's very difficult.
Putting the chick on blast like that, or him being the victim?
Like him still trying to be with her?
Yeah, that's more embarrassing?
Yeah.
That's true, for sure. Come on, buddy.
It's all about shutting you down. But in Bozeman, there's all these young 30-somethings with tons of money that Lauren's chasing. She loves that. And she's going to step up from me and our family and get ahead. I'm angry. I don't want her to keep her job. I would like to protect the community from her. I'm sure I will be an outcast now because who tells the truth anymore, right?
Paul continued to bombard Lauren with texts, stalk her, and most of all, fuel his chronic alcoholism, which only worsened his anger issues. At one point, even telling Lauren's friend at a local bar, quote, I've killed people before, and I'm not afraid to do it again. The final straw in Paul's downward spiral came in an incident completely unrelated to Lauren. While out walking with his daughter, Paul would begin threatening a homeowner whose dogs were barking at him from behind a fence. When the man confronted him, an enraged Paul pulled out a pocket knife and stabbed him in the hip. And Paul would record the entire event.
We just got attacked by these people's dogs. This is my baby. Did you think that dog was gonna get you? I did too. And then this man attacked me behind the dog after this woman. Baby, I'm sorry.
Question. Even though everyone else thinks you're successful, are you still haunted by the thought that you can accomplish much more, that you're not living up to your true potential? Listen.
I withdrew my knife to defend myself against this man who took me down with a single takedown. As the last resort, when my back was on the floor, I struck up with the knife. I struck the man. They pulled the dog away. Now the dog's gone. You okay, baby? I'm so sorry.
You stood here and antagonized
see,
the dog.
still the aggression.
You stood here
with my baby.
antagonizing the dogs. Look at what you're doing to
I'm blocking my baby from this woman.
Look what you're doing to
This is the aggression these people have. They threatened us when we tried to walk by. Let's get out of here.
Are you crazy or what?
Wow. You guys are gonna be out of here. I'm so glad you've been uncovered for what you are.
You better chill the fuck out.
That's right, I should.
You kicked me and I put you on the ground.
That's right.
So that you can figure out what's going
It's okay,
on.
baby. That's right. Don't run away.
Is that a little puff knife or something?
I dropped it.
Get on the ground now! Do not move!
It's okay, baby.
Hold your back! It's okay. Hand around your back! Do not move!
It's okay, baby.
Luckily for Paul, the homeowner had technically put his hands on him first, so the stabbing was considered self-defense. And while he would walk away with no charges, this event would signify that Paul was not afraid of violence, and in fact seemed to endorse it. On January 6th,
Like, I got away with
2018,
this.
at 11:56 a.m., Paul would text Lauren, inviting her over for some soup. Lauren would never reply. At 3:36 p.m., Paul would text Lauren, asking if they were still meeting for tomorrow. Lauren would reply, "What for? I'd like to pick up my daughter and spend time with her." This seemed to upset Paul, so he would go on his, by this point, usual rant to Lauren, sending messages such as, "I beg you, please don't destroy us. I love you, and will do whatever it takes." Hours later, at 10:58 p.m., Lauren would reply, "No thank you." A 2-hour gap would proceed with no text messages between the two. However, Paul was completing other tasks during this time. First, Paul can be seen on CCTV at the town pump gas station at 12:34 a.m. Additionally, Paul would take a photo from his phone minutes after. While blurry, this photo shows Lauren's current home in the distance, as well as a GPS tracking device inside the vehicle. Following this photo, Paul would send a final text message saying, "I know I'm not supposed to text you now, but I can't sleep. Please come home. I miss you and love you so much. Please, I love you. We all do. Please just come home. Please."
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Idaho Street, Belgrade. The next door neighbor, she just came over in hysterics and said somebody shot her roommate.
Did this just happen?
Yeah, she said it just happened. She needs ambulance and police.
Where is the person that shot the neighbor?
Who shot? The guy's name was Paul DeWise.
So Paul DeWise is the one that shot the person?
That's what she said. She said her roommate Ashley is the one that's still alive.
Do we know where Paul is now?
She doesn't know if he's still in the house. That's why she ran.
All right. Is Ashley bleeding seriously?
Was she bleeding seriously? Yes. She said yes.
Lauren and her roommate, Ashley, were shot on the morning of January 6th. Their neighbors would hear the gunshot and rush to the home, finding what they saw as a deceased Lauren and a severely wounded Ashley. Additionally, the neighbors would name Paul DeWise as the shooter. Officers would waste no time and rush to the scene immediately.
Where are we at? What's going on?
Damn, thought that happened at nighttime. The morning.
Took a long ass time to
And
get
then I saw that my back door had been broken in, so I went to the back and I could see footsteps in the snow, so I ran up to my room to see if my roommate was okay. I have two roommates.
Okay.
One of them's dead, and the other one is in her room and she's still alive and she needs help, but I ran because I didn't know if he was still in the house.
So you don't know if there's somebody else in the house?
I don't think so, but I don't know. Lauren looks like she's been in a while, but Ashley's asked me for help and I ran.
Is this door open?
Yes.
So we have two people upstairs, is that what you're telling me? But we don't know if there's anybody else in the house. Is that correct?
One apparent dead, one still alive. She said I ran out as soon as I saw that. I have no idea if there's still anybody else in there or not. This is open. Footprints in the snow leading up here. You ready?
Yep. Belgrade!
Police department!
Anybody inside, come out!
I'm going this way.
I got stairwell.
Police!
326. Where are you at?
Kitchen clear.
How many people are inside? We're making entry. How many people?
We're coming.
Belgrade police, show me your hands. We got doors on the left and right.
Wait, what the fuck? Where's she at?
Police! Who shot you?
No, please don't shoot!
I'm not gonna shoot you. We're not gonna shoot you, ma'am.
My name's Ashley!
Ashley, what's going on? Who shot you?
Because that's a whole bunch of
what
fucking
happened?
blurry.
Please come here!
It's probably a
Who
lot
did?
of blood.
I am the police!
I'm the police, right here.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Can you see me?
She got shot.
I'm right here.
Oh, she
Ashley was temporarily blind, with a bullet wound to the back of her head and several others across her body. She had no idea where she was and wasn't even aware she had been shot.
Wait,
Are you the
who's
police?
Ashley?
I'm the police, yes.
The roommate.
The roommate. Okay.
Show
Another
me
one's
your
born.
face then.
I'm right here. Can you see me?
No.
Can you see anything? Ma'am, I'm right here. Can you hear
Where are
me?
you?
I'm right here. Can you feel my hand? What?
Please don't shoot me.
I'm not gonna shoot you. Where do you hurt? You don't hurt anywhere?
No. Are you going to hurt me?
No, I don't want to hurt you.
Please help me.
We're gonna help you, Ashley.
Ashley was not in a
that's
communicative
crazy.
state at this point, making this about as difficult a situation as you can get as a police officer. Regardless, this officer would do a heroic job of remaining calm as he continued to talk to Ashley and ensure she stayed awake. Fortunately, medical staff arrived quickly and Ashley would be rushed to the hospital. Whether or not she would survive remained to be seen, but the officer can rest assured knowing that he did everything possible to keep her alive. The other victim, Lauren, would be pronounced dead on the scene.
Final thoughts?
How do you sleep?
Damn, that's crazy.
Mattress from Mattress Firm.
That's it, no?
The nicest bed.
That's
I wanted an upgrade.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just final thoughts real quick, Ollie.
Get matched at Mattress Firm? Sleep at
Feel
night.
bad for fucking the Ashley chick.
She had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, all she did was just fucking.
What's your credit card debt balance?
Stayed home.
If it's 10,
It was Friday night. Huh? That's crazy.
I wouldn't. Nah.
So she had no idea what happened to her.
No.
She was just blind. That she was good.
$1,000
That's
or more.
crazy.
Here are 3 easy solutions you can start implementing
that's
today.
crazy. Like,
and number
for
3
the
is an
fool to
absolute
do
game
that
changer.
shit, go
Number
inside
1,
the
the
house.
first step to tackling your credit card debt is understanding how much debt you actually have and how long it
Take
could follow
off.
you around for if you're
The other
only
chick-
making
the other
minimum
chick
payments
got
or
away.
have fallen behind.
Somehow.
Minimum
Follow-
payments could literally keep you in debt for decades. $10,000 in debt can take anywhere from
Go back to
14
that
to
one chick that was
26
just
years to
blind.
pay off if you're only
Blind,
paying
yeah.
minimums. And that's
Only-
just $10,000. I know many of us have a lot more than that.
princess.
Number 2,
That's crazy.
try this popular method to tackle debt. Start with minimum payments to stay current on
You
all
ready?
your
Put
cards.
in
Then
shoes.
take
I'll take
any
you to school
additional
now.
money you can afford and put all of it towards your smallest debt until it's paid off. By paying off your smallest debt